4.0, I think when we embark into digital evolution, one fundamental thing is cybersecurity for a start. So since this is one of the critical, I just want to briefly highlight on this. So digital cybersecurity play a important role, and for us, the challenge is compliance with the standard itself. So Yokogawa also built a strong team of cybersecurity focusing for our customers also, basically in terms of the whole framework of architecture, and also providing services in terms of security operation compliance itself. So most of the standard framework that we do is like IEC 62443. We can provide a design embedded into our design to you on a centralized or standardized cybersecurity action itself. So cybersecurity these days, many of the sites feel that the cost actually from many parties, if you have multiple plants and then every plant seems to have different system, it's going to be too costly for the plant. So most of the site right now, they are consolidating into headquarter base, where most of the headquarters are actually distributing the kind of compliant cybersecurity tools that is required. Maybe for antivirus, the patches, the backup itself. So we are actually designing in terms of the overall corporate vision itself. I'm not too sure you're aware, but Yokogawa and Shell has actually done, in fact, all the Shell global site itself is the backup, the security is actually monitored by Yokogawa. So we have a collaboration of with Yokogawa, with Shell globally for all the 26 sites to implement secure plan, Shell secure plan. And that is actually the backbone of Shell plan to monitor all the access on cyber security action. So we work closely with Shell in terms of a framework or architecture. Basically, all the sites, be it with Yokogawa or non-Yokogawa system, it is actually monitored by Yokogawa's team. And we feedback all these managed service to Shell so that they can mitigate the kind of actions for any virus intrusion itself. So for the case like maybe the recent like the Shamoon earlier on and all these the new virus threats coming in, most of the time we are actually announcing to Shell to lock up all their gateway coming in for any third parties before even the news was reported at that time. So we have actually online 24/7 monitoring system globally, and we are actually monitoring all the cell site, all the particular intrusion or threat risk coming up, plus their ticketing system. Because IT actually getting more and more expensive, and most of the site they have IT as one ticketing system, OT as another ticketing system. So basically, what the Shell and Yokogawa has combined doing that is to gel all this IT and OT as one group itself. So this one group actually reduce the cost of the whole operation of a manufacturing plant. So in one course itself, one group itself, we are able to monitor all the threats coming from both IT and OT, and we can actually segregate what is priority to ensure the manufacturing plant continue producing. So this is the case for Shell globally that we are monitoring for them together. And recently also we have back in two other sites, Petronas and IRPC in Thailand. They also follow the same scheme, is proposed by Yokogawa as well, to work with them to monitor all their sites and trying to consolidate to reduce the kind of repeated or multiple kind of vendor kind of tools like antivirus, backup system, intrusion protection, etc. So all consolidated as one so that it can actually reduce the requirement of huge investment in cybersecurity area. Any question before I move on to